Alright, what is up? This is SLOplays, and I am back at it again with some more Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 DLC Pack 13 and Legendary Pack 2 DLC versus mods. Yes, I am so excited to be getting into episode number 2 here. We're gonna probably have, I guess, 4 in total because there are 4 new DLC characters that came out. Yesterday, I posted the Transforming Base Form DBS Gogeta version where we did our mod versus DLC comparison, and I kind of broke down whichever one I thought, in my opinion, looked better. So definitely go check that one out down below in the pinned comments and I guess the description. But let's go ahead and get into today's episode, which is going to be one of my favorites, probably the one I was looking forward to the most, which is Full Power Jiren. Yes, crying baby-faced Jiren here. This dude, his face is swollen, and I'm gonna tell y'all, this model is pretty good. They really emphasize the dipped in oil look for this one. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. They just said, screw it, let's just dip this whole man in just like 50 pounds of like, they just deep fried him basically. So big shout outs to the homie DK for actually creating this version of it, so I'm able to use you know, in a older version of the game. That's how I'm able to use mods. The patcher is still not updated, so just stay tuned. I'll be sure to update you guys whenever that goes live. But we do have 2 different versions that we're going to be comparing. The first one was the first ever Full Power Jiren that was actually created back in, I think, 2017, early 2018 by the Time Patrollers. Now this one was probably, I think at the time, and still to this day, one of my favorite Full Power Jiren mods. I love the battle damage, like scratches and like black markings all over him, and I think overall it looks really good. He even has like new facial animations. He's massive. But the second version is the more recent version, which is a more like refined, polished. This one looks more like what this one looks like, except like both of them aren't as dipped in oil. Like this one is like really like straight up. This is like Long John Silver's like you get the freaking fish and you know, wipe it on the wall like a fish fillet sandwich or something like that from McDonald's, and it makes the wall see-through. Shout outs to Simpsons, that episode. But yeah, this one was actually titled Power Unleashed, but Leon did, I think, a really good job on this one. I like it. It's just that I think his abs, he's missing two extra packs here, bro. He got a 4-pack instead of a 6-pack. Like, I think he's supposed to normally have this, but I look at this one, he looks way longer. But I digress. Before we get into it, be sure to drop a like on this video. If, you know, it's well received and people like these, I'll continue it on. We'll definitely do cauliflower and kale next, but let me know who you want to see next down in the comments, and your support is always appreciated. So the skill differences here, he got 2 new skills, obviously being the Impact Flare and the Power Wall, as well as an updated Power Rush. Now, the very first initial version, I had to change up some of the skills on this one because I wanted to get ones that were similar. So shout out to Unleashed Dan for his Heat Wave, Impact, and Infinity Rush. Those are going to be replacing the Impact Flare as well as the Power Wall, but Overheat Magnetron was a new move that was actually imported from Dragon Ball Legends. So I guess we'll try it out with this one. We'll compare these 2 just for the sake of the video, and let's get into it. Alright guys, so seeing these side by side here is pretty insane. Alright, there are some major stark differences between these 2. Now, first and foremost, okay, there was a custom aura that you would install for this version of Jiren that was actually created by Leon. These look really good next to each other. I'm just noticing it right now. The DLC version is slightly like a couple inches shorter, which is kind of funny just to see. Now, again, the height difference and all that can always be altered through mods and everything, but I think they try to make this one for the DLC as close to what they had for, you know, DLC 6 Jiren, the base form version of him. But I will have to say, I think I like the aura a lot more on the Jiren that's modded by Leon. I like the sparkly effect. It still has that steam sort of Ultra Instinct, but it's like a reddish sort of color. The aura that we have for, you know, Full Power Jiren in the DLC is still pretty good. I mean, it's not bad at all. It's just that it's basically just a recolored Ultra Instinct. So that seems to be what they want to do for all the really powerful, like divine-ish sort of key. I know he doesn't have divine key. Jiren doesn't, but Topo, Ultra Instinct, you know, not Sign, Ultra Instinct Goku, and Full Power Jiren all have this sort of like steamy, aura. I don't even know what to consider or whatever, but it's just funny that this one's taller. So it's not as vibrant in terms of the colors. This one kind of looks like when Jiren didn't have the aura on him and he was just naked. But yeah, both of them look good. I mean, I can't really say one looks worse over the other. I guess this one definitely, I mean, it's the DLC, so it's gonna look more official. Facial features, I will have to give it to the modded version. I love this one. He looks angry. He looks pissed. That's what I wanted. This one, he looks like he's about to cry. Like, doesn't he look? He looks like a sad little angry baby. That's what it looks like. It doesn't look bad. The veins are much better, I will have to say, on the DLC version. I feel like these on the modded version are not as prominent. Not like, you know, it doesn't look like it's like veins popping out. Like, these actually look really good. I think these look pretty good for the DLC version. They look a lot more popped out and like three-dimensional. But yeah, the modded one, as you can see, it's very, very, very slight. It's like shallow, a very shallow, you know, 3D pop out, or I guess extrusion, or is that the word? I can't even remember. I can't even remember the extrude. Yeah, extrude. I think it's extrusion. That extrusion is the word for it. I'm an idiot. All right, I haven't been in art class in a very long time, but yeah, facial features, definitely got to give it to the modded version. It's just texture-wise, I think might have to give it to the DLC. Like I said, both of them are pretty good. Let's look at the backs. All right, let's look at these, the traps on these dudes. Like, look at this, man. Much, I would say, a lot better defined detail on the DLC. This one, I mean, it's not bad. It's still pretty good. It's just that, like, this one has just way more detail. Like, way more detail on the back. All right, we got to do an ass comparison. All right, let's see here. Both of them ain't too shabby at all. All right, they got cake a little bit. What am I doing, bro? I don't know. Is there a... No, there is no cut on the pants, okay? Right here. No cut. And there's a little tiny cut right there. Or not tiny, but ripping. He's got some rip on, just like on one side or whatever. I think Ultra Instant Goku had the same thing. So, yeah, this one just slightly taller. Again, both of them look good. They definitely look like good side by side. All right, let's go and try out the moveset here. So here is the square combo. Love the camera angles. I like the moveset. Reuses animations, but still really cool. That was the triangle combo. 2-hit combo here. Backflip. Like, I mean, the DLC version is good. I like it. Like, I don't have any complaints with it at all. All right, so that's the 5-hit combo. He goes for an elbow. But the best combo that was part of the DLC that I absolutely love was the triangle square triangle combo, where he does the Mudas within the combo. That is the coolest shit ever. Like, I don't even know if the DLC version, or sorry, the modded versions did that. Okay, what was the grab? I think it was the same. Yeah, he's got the same grab for good reason. I mean, I wasn't really expecting anything less or more than that. You know what I'm saying? Stamina breaks. Stamina breaks were actually pretty cool looking on him. Just 2 big-ass fists. I'm a fan of it. Let's see this version. I think he actually has, like, the normal moveset. Yeah, I don't think I recall any, like, custom movesets. I think maybe Falcon had a custom moveset for it. But I think they decided, oh, okay, with most of the mods, it was just like the normal, you know, base form Jiren moveset or whatever. Which, I mean, the moveset's fine. I don't really have a complaint. But I will have to say that overall, no matter what custom version in terms of a moveset that you had, I will have to say the DLC version did a good job on the moveset. Having the Mudas in the moveset itself was a huge thing, in my opinion. Like, I think that was an amazing job. But yeah, most modded versions of you know, the full power Jiren were just your basic moveset. Like I said, I wasn't really expecting them to make a custom moveset. Full regular Jiren's moveset is still good. Like, it feels like Jiren, in my opinion. So I love the backflip kick and all that. It's pretty cool, dude. But yeah, he's got the same grab too. yeah, it's good. It's good. I don't have any complaints with it. All right, guys, let's get into skills. All right, skills. So we have the power impact, the normal power impact. Doesn't need to change there. Impact flare, really cool skill. Okay, animations on that are stupendous. Look at that. Y'all see that? That's like a whole custom like model in terms of his eyes. Like his eyes become huge and red and glowy, and look at his facial features and everything. And then he shoots off these really cool looking shockwaves that hit the opponent. And not only that, what you can do is if you do a second input, he can go for a combo behind the opponent. That's a really cool thing. Full power energy wave. I actually love having full power energy wave as a super skill. That's so badass. Like having an ultimate. That's how because it's full power. It's full power Jiren. So having an ultimate as a super is always cool. Like Vegeta's mini final flash or Super Baby Vegeta's little mini revenge flash or whatever. That's pretty cool. Maximum charge, good stuff. Mighty explosive wave. I think this is a I can't remember if that's an ultimate that characters have. Does Majin Vegeta have this? I can't remember. Somebody had this move. I think it's an ultimate, but he uses that as a fucking evasive, which is pretty cool. And something that I never pointed out. Doesn't this drain? I don't think. Okay, I think in the base game it does because I'm using a modded version of it. Doesn't it drain his stamina? I can't remember if that was a thing or not. Yeah. It drains the stamina of your opponent on this one. Is that normal? Is that what normally happens? I actually don't know. Let me compare. Okay, because this is the modded version using the old Jiren. No, it does, bro. Okay, so that's what's cool about this grab. All right, that's dope. It drains the stamina of your opponent. Now, again, it's modded, so I probably fucked it up somehow or whatever, but I think that's cool, bro. I think that's really cool. So let's go ahead and do our Power Wall. Power Wall is amazing. All right, Power Wall is dope. It has a really cool looking animation in terms of like the fire, the blazing red and everything. I know it's like a reused animation of what they do in raids, but it looks sick, and I love the effect of it. It does massive damage. Power Wall's dope. All right, Power Wall is really dope. And then, of course, the updated Power Rush, where he does the Mudas at the end. Great integration. So I think overall they did a really good job on this version of Jiren. Okay, so we have Power Outburst. So this is like glitched, I think. I think what it was supposed to do is like either evade moves or it was supposed to do some damage or whatever. It's not a big deal. He was probably just going to have power impact anyways. But this is part of Leon's mod. Yeah, it's just like a explosive wave but red. Infinity Rush, okay? So this is the one by Unleashed Dan. It's very different from what we got, but it's kind of similar at the same time. So this one, Impact Flare, he shoots off these like shockwave key blast type of deal and then goes behind the opponent and then can do a combo if you do a second input. Now with this one here, you can do some just like basic punches, but if you hold it down with this version, that Unleashed Dan, the modded version, check this out, he does pretty much the same thing where he shoots it off, but it's like a follow-up of a shockwave. So I like the modded version a lot. I think it's cool. It's different. They're both very, very different, and they're really cool in their own ways. So Heatwave Impact was supposed to be an ultimate, but it was made as a super. All of these were made before the DLC even released, and we even got like an official name for it. But this is basically Power Wall. It looks pretty similar, honestly. But this one's cool because I think there was a way if you hold forward, you could do like a forward punch, which I thought was really cool. So you had like two different versions of it. As a super. So Unleashed Dan really makes some great mods. Again, these are made by normal people, so you got to give them, give credit where it's due for making like really, really cool different integrations. We have Megaton Rush. All right, so this one is badass. It's basically a like different startup combo version of Power Rush, which I love. He does like a slap and then this giant like barrage, like just enforcement that he's got going on there. His evasive was just an explosive wave. Wouldn't have it any other way for a modded version. But this one's really cool. All right, this is a skill that I thought we were going to get, which is the blazing megaton. I thought we were gonna get something like this because it looks just so badass. There was also like heat wave magnetron or whatever that I could have thrown on there. But that's so cool when you actually get the land of it. Like, that is amazing. Like, I really like this one. I really, really like this one. Look at this. Like, that's awesome, bro. There were so many cool modded skills that were actually created for it. But I try to keep it as, like, you know, base and as high quality as I possibly could. But, yeah, I think all these are great. Both when I compare them to mod and DLC, I think both of them are amazing. I will have to say I like the aura more and the facial features a lot more. And I would even have to say the model of a collective of both mods. Okay, the one by the time patrollers and this one. I think the model and everything and the aura, I like it more. Okay, the dipped in oil look, I guess it works for the DLC version. Like I said, it's just like, I don't know if it's just grown on me, the dipped in oil look, and it just makes Jiren look so fucking holographic and shiny. Maybe I just like that, the way it looks nowadays. But textures and everything look pretty good on this. In terms of the model with like some things, like for example, his abs and like his back and everything was really, really well done. Like that just looks like, look at all that detail. It looks like a fucking like face, bro. And then like the veins that pop out on his head look much better on the DLC version. But I think overall model, because of just like how the facial features look, I like this. I love this angry, this really, really angry face. You can see like the prominent, like, you know, creases on his face and everything. It's like just like this one right here. Like he just looks like he's about to cry. He just looks like he's about to, like a crying baby alien, bro. That's what I'm saying. But again, both of them are great. Skills, definitely got to give it in terms of what they offered. The 2 new skills and then like the updated skills and then the moveset as well. Got to give it to the DLC. I think Dimps does a very good job with it. I love the cool just like amount of different skills that we can get with the modded version. For example, like Heatwave Magnetron or whatever is a really cool skill. But that one's so different and outlandish. But Blazing Megaton is really cool. How it has like 2 different versions of it and the camera angles. Really, really sick stuff there. But, yeah, man, I think I like them both, man. I like them both. But overall, I think I got to give it to the DLC again. I think they did a really good job on it, man. I think they did a really, really good job on it. I just wish the model was better, okay? I wish the model was a lot better, especially his facial feature, because that doesn't look like an angry Jiren. That just looks like a crying baby, all right? Now that's an angry Jiren. All right, let me know which one you like better down in the comments. Like, subscribe, ring my notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Recommend who we do next, cauliflower or kale. Peace.
This is Broly, and you are watching SLOplays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet.